want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page and know the truth.
Taylor Phillips here. Got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about all our teams. Michigan, Michigan State, Lions, of course. Going to test out the Lions library. Plus the Red Wings coming back from down 4-0 to beat the Blues 6-4. The Pistons winning 2 in a row after opening their season with a loss to the Chicago Bulls. Plus a little Tigers news. Expected Tigers news, that is. We'll get to that later on. Let's go ahead and get the disclaimer out of the way. If you can't handle any news, research, or statistics or any criticism of our teams, stay completely away from its comment section, from the show's comment sections. So let's get to the Lions library. As seen on NBC Sunday Night Football, the Green Bay Packers beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 35-25 at Acrisure Field in Pittsburgh. So the Packers improved to 5-1-1 to remain in first place, sole possession of first place in the NFC North division standings, while the Lions remain in second place at 5-2. So it was a good one. You have to admit it was a good one. But got to give it to Jordan Love. He turns 27 next Sunday. While the Lions return to action at home Sunday at 1 on Fox against the Minnesota Vikings. And the Lions may, again, like I pointed out in my last episode, may get linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez back from long-term injury. So they got Ali McNeil back last week on Monday Night Football. He did his thing like he usually does. And now the Lions defensive line is gaining back some of their players. They're going to get Brian Branch back. They might get Kirby Joseph back. They might get Terrion Arnold back. But I still think they should keep Nick Whiteside, depending how incredibly he played against the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football at Ford Field. 3 pass breakups. Wow. Which led the Lions in pass defenses with 12 total. Wow. Nick Whiteside does the right thing. He covers his receivers and he plays the ball. It's actually basic stuff. So that's the Lions. That's the first ever Lions library segment. Now I recap the in-state rivalry game. The then number 25 Michigan Wolverines beat the Michigan State Spartans 31-20 to improve to 6-2 overall and 4-1 in Big Ten play and move up to 21st in the college football AP poll top 25, while MSU drops to 3-5 and 0-5 in Big Ten conference. That's 5 straight losses for the Spartans. Of course, Jonathan Smith's not a good head coach. I'm sorry. So let me turn on the screen share on StreamYard. Let's take a look at the team stats. Oh my God, 12 penalties on Michigan State for 105 yards. Look at this. Oh. That's one of the difference makers right there. Michigan only committed 6 penalties for 61 yards. Yeah, time of possession is very, very close. 30 and 33 for Michigan, 29-27 for Michigan State. But the rushing yards, 276 to 115 in favor of the Wolverines. Yeah, that's another difference maker right there. So, yeah, Justice Haynes' return, 152 yards. As we take a look at the box score, which leads us to that. Justice Haynes, 26 carries for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. What can we say? Jordan Marshall, 15 for 110 and a tutty. Bryce Underwood, a touchdown quarterback keeper on 5 carries for just 26. Well, he threw 8 of 17 for just 86 passing yards. Aiden Childs, 14 of 28 for MSU for 130 passing yards, no touchdowns. Alessio Milivojevic, 1 touchdown, 5 of 6 for 60 passing yards. Brandon Tullis with a touchdown, just 2 rushing yards. Aiden Childs with a touchdown, quarterback keeper. Nick Marsh led in the receiving yards with just 75 receiving yards. Michael Masunas with the only receiving touchdown for the Michigan State Spartans. And yeah, just 1 sack by the Spartans. Just 1. Michigan with 4 sacks. The Wolverines, led by Derek Moore with 2. So this game was closer than we thought, as we all saw, but Michigan had the lead the entire ball game. It was close, but the Wolverines pulled away with 14 points, outscoring the Spartans 14-0 in the third quarter, as you can see right there. 14-0. See what I did there? So Michigan's defense played really good as usual, like they did against the Washington Huskies at home. Only held the Huskies to 7 points. The Spartans, I think, got their last touchdown in garbage time. But of course, the heat of the moment right before the end of the game, the rivalry, the intensity, all that stuff. But that's just part of it. Over 100 years of this in-state rivalry in this great state of Michigan. But the Wolverines pull away. They were about to win 31-14. Spartans scored just a 6-point touchdown. this Milivojevic touchdown pass to, I believe, Masunas. Yeah. That was in garbage time. But Spartans did not do much offensively. Michigan State out-tackled Michigan 69-57, but solo tackles 43-35 in favor of the Wolverines. Tackles for losses 6-2 Michigan. Four pass defenses by Michigan, 2 pass defenses by Michigan State. Yeah. So those are the big differences there defensively. So just one field goal attempt, Dominic Savada, successful from just 21 yards out, the chip shot. So, yeah, that's about it. So the Wolverines head back home to Ann Arbor to play the Purdue Boilermakers at 7 on the Big Ten Network. As we take a look, Purdue 2-6. Michigan should crush the Boilermakers. They should. Wolverines are 28.5 point favorites. Not much to see there, except Ryan Brown, 144 of 242 completion passing attempts, 8 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions. Just 7, a whopping 7 interceptions in 8 games. That's got to suck. Bryce Underwood has only thrown 2 interceptions thus far this season in his 8 games. 7 touchdown passes, 121 out of 198 for 1,526 passing yards. But Brown, passing yards total 1,689. So I believe Ryan Brown loves to go deep, as we can tell by all those passing yards. Time of possession may factor in too, but anyway, on the other hand, the Spartans will try to snap their 5-game losing streak when they head to Minnesota to play the Golden Gophers at 3:30 on the Big Ten Network next Saturday, the upcoming Saturday. That's Huntington Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Drake Lindsay has more passing yards than Aiden Childs, 1,546 to 1,392 if you're listening in audio form. And the Gophers are 5.5 point favorites. I'm going to have to. I say the Gophers take the points because the Spartans defense cannot play up to anyone's expectations, and I think Minnesota is going to win by at least 20. It's on the road. The Gophers 5-3, Spartans 3-5. Are coming off an ugly 41-3 loss at Iowa. What the hell happened there? Yeah, I think Minnesota's better than that. So with that being said, it's time for another segment of As the Winged Wheel Turns. The Red Wings come all the way back from down 4-0 to beat the St. Louis Blues 6-4 at Little Caesars Arena. Yeah, you heard that right. Some of us saw it. It was incredible. Of course, the Blues were up 4-0. The Wings just were off to a horrible start. Start just the way they started off at UBS Arena in Long Island against the New York Islanders last week Thursday. But then Bergen got the Wings on the board, and that helped propel the comeback. Finney, of course, getting another goal. And then Hamonic letting a shot go that was deflected in by JT Compher. Red Wings answer with 3 goals in the second. And then DeBrincat finally got his first career goal. As we turn the screen share back on. Alex DeBrincat tied the game with his first goal of the season. That was overdue. Yes, he had a lot of posts and crossbars, but of course he never gives up. He's Alex DeBrincat for a reason. He scores a lot of goals. And then just 47 seconds later, Simon Edmondson gave the Red Wings the lead from a long wrist shot from in front of the blue line, just inside the Blues zone. Compher and Berggren at 10:48, and then Edmondson an even longer empty net goal unassisted to put it away. 6 unanswered goals, just an incredible comeback. Shots were 29-28 Blues. Face-off percentages 50.8 to 49.2 Blues. Blues were 2 for 4 on the power play. Wings were 1 for 3. Penalty minutes 8 to 6 Wings. Everything was even. Steven. Block shots 19 to 18 Wings. 16 giveaways each. 4 to 3 takeaways Blues. 18 to 17 hits Wings. That's it. But we're going to take a look at some analytics on X at Hockey Stat Cards. So Emmett Finney's analytics since the overtime win over the Tampa Bay Lightning, Finney's adjusted game score compositions have been better since then, including this right here, Emmett Finney, except his team offense above average, but Finney, team defense above average, right up to 1.3, individual defense up to 1.4, and then the individual offense, wowzers, up to 2.25. Yikes. Travis Hamonic finally got an assist. That's it. That's his first point as a Red Wing. Mason Appleton, as you can see, played very well. Had help offensively and defensively. Andrew Copp was on fire. JT Compher, Travis Hamonic, Jonathan Berggren, Emmett Finney, as I showed you, Moritz Seider, Alex DeBrincat, Mason Appleton, Lucas Raymond, Dylan Larkin, Marco Casper, Axel Sandin Pellica. Need I go on? Pretty much the only Red Wing that just did not play well at all whatsoever was Jacob Bernard Docker. 0.95, negative 0.95 team offense above average. So the Red Wings and Blues rematch Tuesday at 8:15 at Enterprise Arena on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. So another interesting home road doubleheader to be continued. The Detroit Pistons, the Pistons Post. The Pistons beat the Houston Rockets 115-111 on the road and beat the Boston Celtics 119-113 in their home opener. At Little Caesars Arena. Let's recap the win over the Rockets first as we turn on the screen share. Duncan Robinson was just shot lights out. 5 of 9, 4 for 8 from 3, 17 points. Much better than the season opener in Chicago against the Bulls, where he only scored 2 points, just 2 points in 32 and change minutes. This is 38 and 14. Just 3 rebounds, just 2 assists, but 17 points. A plus 15. That's a lot better. Asar Thompson, 19 points. Cade Cunningham doing his thing. 21 points. Jalen Duren got ejected for fighting someone. Finished with 6 points. Tobias Harris, 9 points on 4 of 12. That game was tight the whole way through. Ron Holland Jr. off the bench, 11 points. Paul Reed, 13 points, and he played very good defense. He was a plus 6. Isaiah Stewart, just 4 points. But it was just a very tight one. Kevin Durant offensively, in terms of statistics, carried the entire Rockets offensively. Rockets team offensively with a whopping 37 points. Steven Adams, a short double-double of 11 and 10 boards. You know, the Rockets are pretty much nothing without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant still plays very damn well. Then you got the Pistons beating the Celtics 119-113 earlier today. Jason Tatum out for the whole season. But Jalen Duren rebounded nicely, kept his composure. 24 and 18 points. Cade Cunningham, 25 points, 8 assists. Asar Thompson, 21 points. 3 Pistons in the 20s with 20-plus points. Tobias Harris, 18 and 8 boards. Wow. Duncan Robinson with 8. Yeah, the starting 5 played very, very, very well against those Celtics. The Celtics can play very stingy defense, full court and half court. But the Pistons somehow found a way to generate offense, manufacture points. Isaiah Stewart, 9 points, 6 rebounds off the bench. Javonte Green, 7 points on 3 of 9. Of course, the Celtics still had plenty of other weapons, including Jaylen Brown, 41 points on 12 of 25. Again, another superstar superstar carrying an opposing team offensively, just like Kevin Durant, 37 points unanimous leading Houston in points scored Friday night. Jaylen Brown Sunday afternoon in the Pistons home opener, 41 points for the Celtics. Wow. Yes, man, those NBA All-Stars are crazy good. Peyton Pritchard, 21 points. Derek White, 15 points. Anthony Simmons with 12 points. Josh Minott with 10. But the Celtics would not go away, but the Pistons put it away at the very end. Cade Cunningham made his 2 free throws. Perfect from the stripe. 7 of 7. That's good. Jalen Duren, 12 of 13. Almost nearly perfect. Shot 92.3% from the free throw line. From behind the free throw line. Asar Thompson, 7 of 8, 87.5%. The biggest contributors from the stripe, from the free throw line. But the Pistons, yeah, they won 2 in a row. Still way too early to tell the standings. So the Pistons head to Cleveland at Rocket Mortgage Arena to tip off with the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers are coming off a 118-113 win over the Milwaukee Bucks. Why don't we check the standings right now? Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers 2-1, Pistons 2-1, Chicago Bulls 2-0. Check the Houston Rockets 0-2, of course. Yeah, Kevin Durant definitely can't do it all by himself. But that's the Pistons post. So Cavaliers are another tough task. Pistons go back on the road. So that's the Pistons post. Now some Tigers news in the Tigers Tribune segment. The Tigers will likely shop starting pitcher Tarik Skubal at the MLB winter meetings this offseason per multiple reports. Now, of course, there's nothing unsuspected about this. We all expected this would happen. We knew this was coming. Tarik Skubal is entering the final year of his contract. The Tigers' offense was terrible, especially with that awful slump in August and September, blowing a 15.5 game lead in the division, settling for the wild card. Somehow finding a way to beat the Cleveland Guardians in that 3-game wild card series in 3 games, but still losing in the ALDS to the Seattle Mariners in 5 games. But I think to be honest, Tarik Skubal's getting tired of this lack of offense from this Tigers lineup. He really is. Spencer Torkelson can't come up, can't hit much. Zach McKinstry can't hit much. Riley Green keeps striking out. Need I go on and on? Gleyber Torres was terrible in the postseason, and had a very rough stretch the last 2 months in the regular season. But so is the rest of the offense. They are low-powered. Parker Meadows cannot hit in the major leagues. Sorry, but it's true. It's the truth. The Michigan sports truth. So That's the Tigers Tribune. Those are all the teams we've covered. Now, what did we learn? Of course, the Lions still have work to do. Michigan was the better team over MSU, as we saw on NBC. The Wings pulled out a the Wings pulled out a miraculous comeback. The Pistons earned their 2 wins against the Rockets and the Boston Celtics. That's a playoff team. The Rockets are not a playoff team, but it was close. Kevin Durant had to carry that Rockets team. And then we expected the Tigers to shop Tarik Skubal. We expected to hear and read about it from multiple media outlets. So that's everything we've learned about all our teams in the state of Michigan on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos and turn on all notifications on the bell icon. Click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes and check out its shorts videos. Also watch it live and follow it on Twitch at Michigan Sports Truth. Also listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaavn. Also join its supporters club on Spreaker, just $2 a month. And on social media, follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and on Reddit at u/Michigan_Truth. Also like its Facebook page, facebook.com/Michigan Sports Truth, and on Patreon at patreon.com/Michigan Sports Truth, and our new website, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast.code ADX.me. Statewide Metro Detroit area, statewide business endorsements go to Cops and Donuts, Grand Traverse Pie Company, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Farm Bureau Insurance, Michigan's Adventure, Jets Pizza, Alpine Chocolate House, with 5 locations in Manistee, Boyne City, Gaylord, Plymouth, and Sault Ste. Marie. I got a sprinkle caramel green apple in the Gaylord location before calling play-by-play for the Northern Michigan Warhounds season opener at home against the West Michigan Sentinels, who won 5-3. That game was tight anyway. But anyway, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Grandpa's Mini Donuts, Rally House Michigan and Rally House Detroit, Tom's Food Markets, Big Coffee, Detroit Wing Company, Simply Delightful, JR's All-Star Haircuts for Men, Tropical Touch Spa, Main Street Rocks, G's Pizzeria, Wesco, and BC Pizza. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to Gino's Surf, Avenue American Bistro, Mocha Donut and Boba, the Ito Ramen House Sushi Restaurant in Southfield, Japanese Sushi Restaurant in Southfield, the Great Lakes Crossing Mall in Auburn Hills, Empire of Detroit, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, the Union Barber Shop in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, Frothy Girl in Ortonville, Spot Truck in Dearborn and Detroit, Athletico Physical Therapy on Woodward Street in Ferndale, Detroit Pizza Company, The Blind Owl in Royal Oak, Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit calitickets.com, Reliance Pressure Washing, The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker PC, Northwestern Technological Institute, The Great Greek Mediterranean Grill, Green Lantern Pizza, the Pins Bowling Center in South Lyon, Impact North in Ortonville, Vitamin Shop in Auburn Hills, Legacy Family Dental Center in Dearborn, and Hodges Subaru. Local business endorsements go to the B4 Foundation in Ithaca, Wexford Community Credit Union in Cadillac and Lake City, Jay's Sporting Goods in Gaylord and Clare, the Front Porch in Sutton's Bay, Trout Town Tavern and Eatery in Kalkaska, the El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, Fuel Up Nutrition in Clare, JNS Hamburg in Traverse City and Kingsley, United Food Service Solutions in Grand Ledge, the Asian Buffet in Cadillac in Traverse City, Ludington Meat Company, McBain Hardware, Bandry Home Furnishings in Cadillac, Houghton Lake, Big Rapids, and Traverse City, Pearl's New Orleans Kitchen in Elk Rapids, the Michigan Herman Hisson Company in Bay City, Fletcher's Pub and Texas Corners in Kalamazoo, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Hooters in Saginaw, Anna's House in Grand Rapids, Coffee Beanery in Flushing, Merritt Speedway, Northport Pub and Grill, and Spicer's Boat City in Houghton Lake. Traverse City business endorsements go to TC Man Cave. Get your sports haircut there. K1 Speed, Play It Against Sports. Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate. Yen Yoga and Fitness inside the Delamar Resort on Front Street. Firefly Kitchen and Bars. Traverse City Fun Running. Margarita's Grill. Well-Being with Catherine Palms. Bayview Flooring. North Coast Golf Shop. And Team Bob's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Cadillac endorsements go to Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Creative Embroidery for designing the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast logo on my long sleeve shirt and t-shirt, Michigan Coffee Company, Pro Quality Cleaners, Raven Social Restaurant and Brewery, Wildflower Bakery, Northern Star Event Rentals, Wexford Jewelers, Evolve Yoga and Fitness, Chunky Bear Coffee Roasters, The Truck Stop, Cadillac Lofts Apartments, Bigelow Supply, The Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Road Ice Cream, Tees Tanning Salon, The Pine Sports Bar and Bowling Center, The Max Swings Indoor Golf Center, Blue Heron Cafe, Biner's Pizza, Cabernet Peaks, the Cadillac Party Lounge, and the Sweet Shop. And finally, Lake City business endorsements go to Cuts by Melanie, the LC Tap House, To the Moon Bakery, Northern Auto Lab, and the Misaki Golf Club Golf Course. Until next time, this is Taylor Phillips signing off, but stay on the lookout and remember that we always observe and detect the truth about Michigan sports because the truth is out there. Ta-ta for now. Hit up on the hind. Power to the people. Baba booey to y'all.